was wondering, in this world of technological innovations and AI, don't you think that no one can come close to recreating the human brain? And just like any other software that needs update, don't you think the human brain also needs software update? And we need to update it regularly for any type of growth in our life. Yeah. See, if you want to live a victim life and call yourself a victim and be in that victim state and you don't want to grow, then I can't help you. Only you can help yourself. But if you're in a place where you want to grow and you want to change and you want to see a difference in your life, then you need to continue. Zoom out a bit into NLP. NLP is Neural Linguistic Programming. Neural means taking information from our sensory system, going through a mental filtering system and processing the information. Linguistic is when we give our own personal touch to that information. It is linguistic. Programming means the behavior and the effect and the attitude that we have. So that is NLP. So today we're going to discuss a little bit about NLP. Let me tell you about Candace Pert, the one who wrote the book on molecules of emotions. So she is the one who discovered that the receptor is the one that produces the changes in the body. Let me explain this concept to you. So when a person takes a drug, the person feels that the drug is making that change inside his body, right? So like people who are addicted to certain substances, they feel they are dependent on the effect that these substances have on them. So that is not the case. Let me explain to you why. So when the drug is taken inside the body, our body has receptors for these drugs. So these drugs come and bind to the receptors and they form a reaction because of the binding and release chemicals in the body, chemical mediators in the body. So what I'm trying to say is the body produces the reaction. The drug binds to the body's receptor, which produces a reaction. So basically our body is producing the effect of happiness, of pleasure, of glee. So the key is, it's all inside us. All the resources are inside us. We have all the resources. Then what is stopping us from unlocking our true potential? Have you asked this question to yourself? Now you're going to be like Srishti. You're like any other person who blabbers on the internet. I don't get what you're saying. You're just giving quotes. No, let me explain to you. So think of an egg, okay? And I'm going to show you something. Can you see this? Okay. What does this look like? Exactly. A sunny side up or a bullseye. So this yellow part in between is your true potential. Okay. And this white part is what you think is your true potential. So what I'm trying to say is that all the resources that you need are actually in the yellow part. And the white part is just the behavior and the attitude and the habits that can be changed. Right? You have all the resources that you need inside of you. You have all the resources that you need inside of you. You have all the resources that you need inside of you. Srishti, what are you doing? Manifestation is not just repeating things in front of the mirror. If you're doing that like how I just showed you, that means you don't truly believe in it. And that's why you're saying it so many number of times. The more number of times you say it, the more you are affirming to yourself that you don't believe it. No. Don't get confused about manifestation and affirmation. Srishti, I saw this video on the internet that if you repeat it so many number of times, it's going to come true. See, what I'm trying to tell is you need proper framework and strategy. You need a structure. And that is where I come in and I am going to help you. And that's why you need a coach. And how do you get results? How do you break down a problem? How do you solve it? So I have a strategy for you. Ability. First, you need to have the ability to do something. Okay, you cannot think of something that you don't have the capacity to do. Okay, you need to have the ability to do it. Second is you need to have a plan. You need to know how you're going to do it. Third is you need to have the desire. Once you have the desire, you will use your ability and your strategy or your plan with your desire to obtain the result. Simple. Let me give you an example. So there was this time when I was in medical college where I got very fascinated with mandalas. And I used to see a lot of mandalas on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, everywhere. Like I had a phase where everywhere I could just see patterns of mandalas. So I got very fascinated by it. And I felt like it's something very complicated, like maybe I can't do it. So I felt like I don't have the ability. So the first thing I did is I made a shift in my thinking. So I told myself that yes, I have the ability to make a mandala. Second, I made a strategy, a plan. So, it's very difficult to start with mandalas just on a plain paper. So I got something called a mandala coloring book. Okay. So this was my plan and my strategy. So I had the ability, I had the strategy, and of course I had the desire to make mandalas. So do you want to see what was the result? Let me show you. This is one of the mandalas that I made. Of course, it's already sketched out the outline of it, but I'm still really proud of it. And this is another one. And a little colorful one for a bright sunny day. Yeah, I'm really happy with this. So this was just a small example to explain the concept to you basically. So to summarize today's learning, so it was the fact that all the resources that you need are inside of you, right? All the potential is inside of you, not outside. And if you have the ability, strategy and desire, there is no way that you cannot get a result. Before you go, there's one more message for you. Any problem is solvable when broken down. So, when you have a problem or a goal to achieve, you get very overwhelmed. You get very overwhelmed by the situation that your emotions start consuming you. What do you do in such situations? The solution is simple. You break it down. You break it down into small bites of information and solve one thing at a time. Okay. Once you break it down into small things, you can prioritize it. Okay. Let me give an example of a student preparing for final exams. Obviously, the chunk of the syllabus is going to be very overwhelming. What does the student do? The student does chapter-wise. Within the chapter, the student does topic-wise. So, the student breaks it down. So, today's topic was on NLP, and I wanted to share this with you because it was something I learned, and I feel sharing is caring. And I care a lot about you guys. So, anything to help you out. One is that all the resources that you need is inside of you. And second is any problem can be solved if and when broken down. Thank you. And remember this. We got this. Bye.